Hello everyone, this is Rahul Nair. We're at the LA Auto Show and we're here with Dany Bahar, the CEO of Group Lotus, and he's graciously accepted to take a few minutes to answer some of our questions. So Dany, first off, fantastic presentation, wonderful cars that we can all see around here. You obviously have a great vision for Lotus. What do you see as the first, I know the first step is probably going to be with the Esprit coming out, but do you have anything else to expand upon for your vision for Lotus?
No, I think the cars speak for itself. I believe Lotus will always serve their current or hardcore customers, we call them, with the Lotus Elise, which we have shown over there. But since the current Elise is still working so well, there was no time constraint or real pressure, so that's why we have taken a bit of time to release that car. So the first car out will be the Esprit, the one you see here. Followed by the Elite, which probably the current Lotus owner does not really understand why we do it, but there are certain reasons why. Followed by the Elan, which I think is such a powerful car, and it should actually fight with the Porsche 911. And then obviously something that nobody of the Lotus owners will understand is why the hell we want to come out with a four-door.
Well, personally, I like the idea of a four-door, but
I believe it's all about the lightweight issue. Is all about can we be more clever in engineering than our competitors. So developing a four-door but 300, 400 kilograms lighter than the competition, that is a challenge. And nobody could actually say that this is not about lightweight, because if you're able to develop a four-door sedan, 5-meter car, 600 horsepower, full hybrid, four-wheel drive, with 1,800 kilograms, I mean that's world record. And that's what we're trying to do. So we're trying to keep the Lotus mantra, if you want, from the past, and adopt it to our new models. And we're trying with the new models to increase a little bit our customer range.
So speaking of lightweight, Lotus has always had, or generally at least in the past, has had history of being composite bodies and things like that. And you, I believe, we're moving more towards aluminum skin bodies.
This is our director of design.
Hello, I'm going to find you in a few minutes.
Got you.
So I hear you're moving. Are you going to move more towards aluminum skin bodies, or are we going to stick with?
I think because we are doing a price jump towards premium, I think the composite body will not appeal to the customers who expect more quality on 100,000 and more car. However, the composite will still remain at the Lotus Elise level, and obviously some areas where all the car manufacturers use composite, like bumpers, rear bumpers. But we stick to aluminum, and depending on which car is, example the Esprit, it would have carbon fiber body panel,
which actually we can see right behind you over there.
And the obviously as well, yes. So a lot of carbon fiber is being used especially in the mid-engine cars.
Okay. And are you going to be continuing using the VVA architecture that was designed for the Elise and Evora, or is the chassis going to be of a different setup as well, or is that undecided?
No, not for the Elise, but for the Evora. We're going to redevelop the architecture that has been used for the Evora. The current Evora platform does not work for the future cars, but we are taking already what has been done, a great technology underneath the Evora, and we're just modifying it that it can actually meet all the requirements of all these cars you have seen today.
Okay. And is it also is the plan to be eventually it's going to be, I assume, worldwide launch? It's going to be a single car for the whole world? Because I know earlier in the past Lotus has had issues where you make it for Europe and then it comes to the US 5 years later.
If you launch 5 cars, and if you publicly state the details of these cars, including their launch date, you need to make sure that these cars are global cars, which means that they will start, depending on which model it is and depending on which variant it is, in the US or actually in Europe, and then maybe 3 months later to do the next geographical area.
And one of the other things you were mentioning in terms of heritage and stuff like that, there was a mention of a Lotus original lines, which I know the initial photographs have looked fantastic. When do you expect the line of merchandising, etc., to come out?
Oh, we're opening our first store in the main shopping area in London next year.
Okay.
Followed by other stores around the world.
Okay. And also, there was a significant mention of motorsport plans and things like that. Can we hope to see them early next year?
Motorsports is the main activity that I believe makes sense for Lotus to be involved in, not only from a marketing point of view, but also from a credibility point of view, because it shows our customer that the technology that we use in motor racing is being used in our road cars. So the activities we have announced a couple of weeks ago, that we will go increase our activities in IndyCar, for example, next year with a full team. We take over a team with 3 cars and fully branded everything, and we're involved technologically with engineering and all this. And the fact that we develop our own engine for IndyCar 2012 and the fact that we develop our own body kit for IndyCar 2012 shows you that it's not just about branding, but it's all about engineering. And the fact that we will be running Le Mans again in 2012, and with the Evora GT4 already existing and racing, and we're developing an Evora GT2 that should race next year. We have launched a client Formula One car.
The Exos.
T125. We've sold already 17 of them out
Excellent.
of 25. So I think all this shows that there is a lot of potential. It's not just about the niche we are in today, and the whole concept is about to move out of the niche, because the niche by definition is a nice corner to be in, but by definition is small volumes. We'll never be able to get out there. So what we try to do is to stay in the niche, but with all these new models expand our
So
customer base.
projecting, say, 5 years down the line, 2015, what kind of volume do you project would you like to have?
Between 6,000 and 7,000.
Okay, and probably evenly split between the cars, or do you still think things like a lower price car like the Elise and Evora perhaps taking a higher percentage there?
Well, the Elise obviously, because it's a lower price, will always take a higher percentage, but I think all the others have pretty much an equal spread. We want to keep our cars exclusive and not accessible to everyone. So the number per model per annum should not actually exceed 1,200, 1,400 units.
Maintain the exclusivity.
That shows you that these are very, very exclusive numbers.
Excellent. Well, thank you so much, Dany. You've been very helpful, and our members will love to hear more about it.
Thanks.
Thank you.